Right. Let's start. Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming to my session. This is the second part of the ARM template deployment, ARM template best practices. So my name is Justin from Maxia, and I am a Microsoft MVP for both Azure and developer technologies. In the previous session, I have covered both how to write ARM template and how to test ARM template from the build perspective. And throughout this session, I'm going to cover how to deploy ARM template and how to manage deployment history on ARM templates from the release pipeline perspective. So let me start this demo first. So here is the logic app I'm going to run. This actually delete the deployment history. So it takes time. So it takes about 15 to 17 minutes. So we will be back later on. Now, I'm going to ask a question. Same question, actually. Is anyone not using ARM for your work? Yeah, okay, a few. So for those not familiar with, I'm going to touch what the ARM template is. So ARM stands for Azure Resource Management. And if we want to create an ARM template as a resource onto Azure, we should use either Azure Portal or template. And template is actually written in big JSON format. And the template, we can use those template over and over again. And those template defines all the Azure resources. And this is deployed into one resource group. And that resource group is a logical grouping, not representing a physical location. And also, the template, the naming suggests that we can use those templates over and over again for the different resource group or different environments or same resource group over and over again. Also, unless we declare this specifically into the template, we are not deploying those other resources at all. And also, if we don't need those resources anymore, then simply delete those resource group. And all the resources belong to that resource group will be deleted at once at the same time. Now, I'm going to talk about ARM template deployment. So actually, I need to touch this first about the access policies. When you are in a big organization, you probably have your organization probably have multiple Azure subscriptions. And if in that case, we probably set some kind of the resource, the role-based access policies onto the particular resource group or onto a subscription level to limit the access so that we cannot deploy or delete the resources by accident. But nowadays, the Azure management group has become available. So instead of applying those access policies into the resource group level or subscription level, we can use the management group to set up hierarchical the access policy structure. So as you can see those diagrams, all the subscriptions belong to a certain managed group, and those managed groups are hierarchical the access policies. So yeah, bear this in mind to apply those access policies. Now, get back to the management deploying the resource group ARM template. Now, I'm going to suggest about to write one resource group only for one resource file only for one resource. What that means is we only use one template for one resource. It actually makes sense to me to take one single responsibility. Of course, there are chances that some Azure resources has to put together, like app service instance should go with the configuration settings as well. So without those kind of exceptions, we should use the one template for one resource. And also, if necessary, so combining those templates together for different circumstances, then it reusability, increase reusability. Also, if we write ARM template for one resource, actually it increases the maintainability as well. Because if something goes wrong in one template, then we only need to fix that template. But if we use one template for all resources, then this is not going to happen. So if by doing so, we will probably have the multiple ARM templates for to take care of the one single resource. So if we want to use multiple resource deployment, then we can use linked template or let your CI/CD pipeline take care of that. Now, I mentioned use linked ARM template. So it's very good for the parallel deployment orchestration. But it actually has a very beneficial to us. But I would not recommend using linked ARM template because there are many other issues as well. Though, one of the issues is that if we want to use a linked template, we have to publish the child template to be publicly accessible, or at least access token should be attached to get those child templates. This means we need to upload those child templates to somewhere, even for your testing purpose as well. So to me, uploading those child templates to somewhere is another deployment. So it's kind of an extra step. So why do I need to upload those child templates for your testing purpose? So that doesn't make sense to me. And also, it doesn't give me much value. Also, this is actually the critical to me because linked template cannot use parameter file and parameter object at the same time. So we have to choose either parameter file or parameter object. But if we use individual template, then we can use both parameter file and parameter object at the same time. So what will be the alternative? I will suggest to use your CI/CD pipeline to take care of all those the ARM template deployment orchestration. That means we don't need to worry about child template to be published before actual deployment. And actually, there is no concept of child template in this approach because all the templates are staying within your release pipeline. And the great benefit is we can use both parameter files and parameter objects at the same time. So for example, if you pass some kind of sensitive information like access key or some kind of things, then we cannot store those values into your parameter files, right? Or sometimes parameter file provide the default values, and depending on your deployment environment or something like that, we can temporarily change those values through parameter objects. So that can be done through your CI/CD pipeline. The downside of using this approach is that most CI/CD pipeline support only sequential the process. But fortunately, Azure DevOps support parallel deployment orchestration. So think about using this option. Now, I'm going to show how we can use CI/CD pipeline to orchestrate your ARM template deployment. So I'm going to deploy 4 different ARM templates, which takes care of table storage and the API connector to table storage, which has a dependency on that. I will deploy another logic app, which will have dependency on those connectors. So I will deploy those 4 ARM templates. So this is how the release pipeline look like. So first of all, I deploy the storage account first. Then second, I deploy the logic app connector, which has a dependency onto storage account. And finally, I deploy the logic app, which has a dependency, which has dependencies on both the connectors like this. So if I use a link template, we don't need to worry about that. But if we use CI/CD pipeline, we need to take care of those orders to orchestrate your ARM template deployment. Now, let's talk about the ARM template deployment history. So do you know this number, 800? Are you familiar with it? Right? So yeah, not many. This number is actually the maximum number of deployment in one resource group. In other words, we can only deploy 800 times into one resource group. If we deploy 800 first times onto the same resource group, the deployment will fail. So therefore, we need to carefully monitor those kind of limitation. If you are particularly using the logic app or API management or data factory, because they are having very child resources as well. So those child resources can be deployed in separate manner. So we need to delete some of histories or entire histories, not to exceed 800 times. So it's also a good idea to back up those kind of histories before deleting, in case some kind of auditing or future reference necessary. And those backup place may be Cosmos DB or table storage. Now, I'm going to show how to fail the deployment. Now, I just create the deployment. It will start deployment soon. So once it is starting to deploy, and it will actually start, it takes time. So I'm going to show the existing one. So it's failed. The failure message, it look like this. So when you see that, exceed quota of 800, which means if your resource group has already deployed 800 times, deployment will fail. So let's have a look. Yeah, it doesn't start yet, but it will show the deployment failure soon. But I'm not gonna take this time. Now, so in order to delete those kind of histories, we can use ARM REST API to delete one history. One history is taken to like a 30 or 60 seconds. So we can use the ARM REST API, or we can use PowerShell or Azure CLI to delete the deployment history. But I wouldn't recommend to use PowerShell because it takes more than 6 hours to delete an entire 800 history, because the PowerShell loop doesn't support parallel execution. On the other hand, if we use logic app, then it takes about 15 to 17 minutes to delete entire 800 history, because the for each loop in the logic app support parallel execution up to 50 times. Now, I'm going to show how the brief structure of the logic app. So first of all, the logic app takes the entire deployment history and loop through those histories to and then store this history into storage account, table storage, then delete it and loop through everything. But interestingly, it takes only 2 minutes to delete entire history. But I said 15 to 17 minutes. That's because when I get the entire history, it only takes 89 times, 89 histories at once. That's because I think that's the limitation of logic app for their performance wise. So we need to put additional loop outside this logic to ensure on all the 800 histories. So it will take 7 times of run. So the entire time taken will be about 14. But in practically, it takes about 15 to 17 minutes. Now, I'm going to show the deployment history clearance, the result. So at the very first time, I ran this. So it still seems to be still running. Yeah, it is still running. So when I see this deployment, so it has, yeah, it's still deleting, something like this. It has around, yeah, 35 deployment history left. So it will be deleted soon. So currently, it takes about 15 or 16 minutes. Let me see. So currently it takes 16 minutes for now. So it will be deleted soon. So I'm not going to wait this to finish until that. So we have covered, throughout this session, we have covered how to deploy ARM template and how to manage the deployment history through LogicApp. So that's about it. Is there any questions?
You said you had to use an ARM template for each resource.
Say again.
You said you're using one template for each resource you're deploying.
Yes.
What do you mean with one resource? Is that one virtual machine and a separate hard disk and separate network interface card, or a resource in terms of all the sets belong together?
So good question. The question was about what is the definition of a resource. So for example, that gentleman referred the virtual machine. So if I say virtual machine instance, that will include something like a virtual machine instance itself with network interface or something like that. I think that will be how those the network interface changes over time. How often does it change? If it does, it changes a lot. I think I will separate it. But if it doesn't change often, something like app service instance with configuration settings, that will always go together, something like that. That in that case, I will say one resource, those two resources to one resource as a collection. But if you say virtual machine comes with other resources, but those resources can be changing over time, or frequently or something, then I will use it separately.
So it's more a template for a workload,
Yes.
not necessarily per resource.
Yep. Any other questions?
Again, in what case would you use the functions within ARM template? Because you've got parameters, variables, resources, and output. And you also use the functions. What's the business case to use the functions within ARM?
So you mean the functions in previous session?
Oh yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah. So I would use functions for the manipulating all the complex the expressions. So I usually use functions in the variable section, not bringing into the resource definition anymore. So I only within the resource section I only look for the variable section to minimize those kind of complexity.
When you're dealing with YAML, do you
Yes.
also manage that with VSTS? Or?
Yes. If you are, so if you have you attended my previous session? Yes. So I actually run those YAM CLI into the introduce YAM CLI into the VSTS. I mean the Azure DevOps. So you can use that into your build pipeline.
Okay, so you build the ARM template as dynamically, I guess.
Yes. So I only upload the YAML file, and then the conversion of YAML to JSON will be taken care of by build pipeline. So yeah, the time is running out. So I will take if you have any questions, I will take that questions offline. So if you are interested in Azure Management Group, visit this webpage, and also the Logic app I used in this demo, and you can find out how Logic app look like into this the GitHub repository. So this is me. If you like, follow me on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and
Can we go back one?
oh yeah,
A little quick. Thank you.
okay. Right. So don't forget evaluating this session. And my name is Justin. And enjoy your last day of Ignite. Thank you.